We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense will have the first possession of the game. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggie. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thompson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit.
Breaks into the open. Explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And these big plays are created first and foremost by the hog mollies up front. The guys who never get credit, the big boys, the big nasties, the big uglies, they put their hand in the dirt, they go after those defensive linemen, create some holes where the runners can make plays, can get in space, can make these huge chunks.
Scrambling away. Took a shot as he threw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Here's a heat. Trying to set up the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him! Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. At the 45, on his way. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. A safe ball on the wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Give to the single back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it can be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He slings it deep to the left. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Going for the goal line. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air, it's Reed. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Shakes off the defender. That's a light ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And, man, what great effort. You could tell he was fighting, scratching, breaking tackles. The problem is when you give all those second efforts and you got all those guys holding you up, slowing you down, now that football becomes vulnerable. You can punch it out. Defense punches the football out, lands on top of it. Nice momentum swing for this.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. This is one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
The give from the gun. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So first down here as they go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rides to back on the option to give.
I think one of the keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. Snagged out of the air. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And the Aggies are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Nestles it in at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. They'll go right back to the run. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He might want another play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Under fire. Going right and going deep. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Under fire. Easy completion on the shuffle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. He'll heave it deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Pulls it in. It's Carroll. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and the fullbacks don't run long routes. Most of the time, you keep those guys short off of a little play action or a run fake. Gets the catch, secures it, gets a little bit of yardage.
Just keeps slinging it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Bussey. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Using the quick game. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to fire. He caught it. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Mosley. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reese. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Here he comes with return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Croman Hope. They'll run the screen. Creates a little space.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you can tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Starting to feel a little pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Back to throw, it's Reed. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Moss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moss. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Off play action. Got a man. It's Concepcion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese. They've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to pass, it's Croman Hope. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. He's going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Thompson.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Missed it, no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And I like the decision to go up by more than a touchdown in the fourth quarter is the right call, but the execution doesn't come through. Now this football game is totally different. You don't have a 2-score lead. Your defense is going to have to step up for you in a big moment late in this football game.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Turns it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. First play of the drive comes from the 41. It's been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll go right back to it. Got enough for the first down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. Turning it on! That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed, even when it got